Welcome back to K-Shot Press, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Eddie Law. With us today is one championship flyweight, Daniel Williams, who faces Lito Adiwang at One Fight Night 19 on February 16th. That's this Friday. First off, Daniel, correct me if I'm wrong, dude. You're at an airport right now. Like, you're just dazed. You're like not multiple days. You're like one hand days, like away from the fight. How stressful is it having to travel all the way over there now?
Yeah, like it is a little bit close. I would like a couple more days to get there earlier, but it is what it is. And I'm in Australia, so we're not too far. There's the same time zone in Thailand, so that's always a positive. And yeah, at the moment it's like 1:41 a.m. here, so we'll board in like 10 minutes. And usually I'm asleep at this time, but I had a coffee, and I know you did as well. And yeah, happy to chat.
Oh, we're gonna be wide awake, dude. We're wide awake. All right. Yeah. So you had like a year plus layoff in between MMA fights, right? I mean, you obviously had a couple kickboxing fights, and I'll ask you about one of them for sure. But with the MMA fights, was that layoff on purpose, or just fights didn't materialize, or were you working on stuff? What was going
on? Yeah, I guess fights didn't materialize. One gave me the offer for kickboxing, and was originally Muay Thai. I was really happy because I did want to do a Muay Thai fight in my weight division because I haven't done that yet. And after doing the Rodtang fight, I just got that buzz to like, man, I'd love to have a Muay Thai scrap again because I had that layoff to start MMA about 5-6 years ago, and I've been working on MMA since. And then, yeah, I just got that kickboxing opportunity. I'm like, sweet, man, I'm down. I just love fighting. So whatever they give me, and then they gave me the other another title shot, so I just take what I can get. And like, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I just love fighting, man. So whatever rules are going to give me, whatever challenge it is, I'm going to go for it.
Was there any hesitation to take that Superlek fight? Because I think his opponent dropped out and they called you, and I was just like, okay, first of all, if you're gonna call somebody like that, Daniel's the guy. But damn, dude, like you're not giving him any chance, like any time.
Oh damn, man, it's funny. Like it was like winning the lotto because I'm just like, fuck yeah, Superlek, want to fight him. And then I reckon that I was telling my missus the other day, like I reckon if I saw his last two fights, I would have maybe thought a little bit different about that decision, and maybe taking a pause and be like, yeah, fuck yeah, I'll fight him. And then like I remember being in the ring when the round started, because that whole fight week was such a buzz. And I was like, holy shit, you fight Superlek. What, like you staying at strawweight for your whole camp in another discipline, now you fight him, like what are you doing? I'm like, man, this is fucking sick. Fight week was sick, and it was just crazy. Like thinking about life and like how these opportunities come up, like what the fuck's going on, this is cool. And then when the round one went, I was kind of like, oh shit, I have to fight this guy now. And yeah, he landed a couple of kicks, and I'm like, oh, that power is different to what I'm used to, man. That's different. Like, yeah, crazy, man, crazy.
It is crazy, and so yeah, so I remember when they announced that matchup, you jumped in there. I was like, he's got Rodtang on his resume, and he's got Superlek. Like, first of all, that Rodtang fight might be one of my favorites, like to watch, because it wasn't like you went in there and it wasn't like Rodtang just like sunned you and walked you down. Like you were giving it to him real well, dude. What was it like to be in it with Rodtang?
Oh, that was a buzz, man. And that's a big reason why I wanted to fight Superlek when they gave me that as well. I'm like, all right, I stood my own with freaking Rodtang. Let's go Superlek. But yeah, different fighter, different distance and different sport. So yeah, it was crazy, man. I love that fight with Rodtang because yeah, it was just like I said, having that fight. I'm like, man, I want to fight Muay Thai again. Just that pure like war brawlness, and yeah, because he's a similar style and similar height. It was just a perfect match to kind of hang in there, and just it's Rodtang, man. So same thing. Like I got nothing to lose, man. Sweet, let's just go in there.
Oh, it was a great fight, dude. And then the dog came out of you in that second round, dude. He hurt you, and you're just like, I don't care, let's go. Like that was crazy, dude. Honestly, like you watch, warriors like yourself go in there bloodied and everything. And as a viewer, like most of us can't relate to that because we never been in something like that. To be in there in a moment, do you realize what you're doing? That you're putting together a classic fight and like putting that out there?
No, not at all, man. I was just like, someone trying to beat my head off, so survive and try to do the same to him. Yeah, with any fight that I have, and it's just I love it so much. So it was just awesome to have a fight. But it was different because there was like no crowd. It was through the COVID times. It was just such a spin out, like just the whole sort of shit we had to do just to get into the ring. it was just different, man. Like it was kind of like it felt like because it was so quiet and like say with the Rodtang fight, it was almost like a sparring match. Obviously, like a not a sparring match, but it was just silent. And then when I fought Superlek, like the whole crowd was roaring. It was just, different sort of element. But yeah, it's cool. Cool to. I think it just humanizes your opponent. Like
Sure.
just because it was just like you just heard nothing. We both walked out, and it's quiet, and then we just heard each other like landing shots on each other, which was cool.
Gotcha. All right. So on this fight this weekend, dude, Adiwang. So he's on a 2-fight win streak, coming off a win over Jeremy Miata, who he just fought. What did you think when he was the one that was offered to you as far as his opponent?
Loved it, man. Adiwang's a banger, and he just comes to fight, and I love that. And I love fighting, and I just know it's going to be another crazy fight. And yeah, like you said, he's on a streak right now, so I'd love to stop that. And it'll just be a good fight to having that layoff, and then like just fighting another demon, and just rising to that occasion, and just can't wait.
Now, and I know you're not one to, you're not, as far as I've seen, like you're not a huge fan of putting out predictions, but as far as the fight itself goes, without, having to give me an exact finish here, how do you see the fight going? Are you thinking crazy war for the entire time or quick one hitter quitter? What are you thinking?
Whatever it takes. That's how I just go into it, man. I like my style. Like I want to fight for the finish. So that's kind of on my mind. And I don't like letting it go to the judges. So sometimes you got to take risks, and I understand too. Like you get in those exchanges, you can turn it into a 50-50 who lands first. And I'm just ready to go in there and do whatever it takes to get that finish. And round 1, round 2, round 3 doesn't matter. Just know that I absolutely love every moment being in there, and just back my training, and just give it my all and do whatever it takes.
Speaking of training, I heard you got some rounds in there with Jack Del. What was that like?
Jack Del, yeah, man, he's been a long time training partner of mine. Just seeing his rise has been pretty cool. And if we don't, obviously our weight classes are very different. So I don't do too much with him, but we do like this touch spar game for every class. And every time I'm with him, that motherfucker matches my speed, bro. It's just like, how is he that weight and he can just match my speed? And I'm just, dude, he's another level, that guy. Fucking awesome. Because he's always in the gym. Always the first one there. That even when before he made the big leagues, he'd always be in the gym before anyone, and a pool of sweat around him because he's just shadow boxing, warming up. And he comes to my work, which has a sauna, and I walk past the sauna. He's shadow boxing in the sauna. Like, that guy's he's 24/7 training.
Yeah, I got you. Don't stop, dude. All right. As far as 24 goes, we're still really early. This fight, health allowing, what are you looking for the rest of the year?
After Adiwang?
Yeah.
Sorry, I missed that. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, just ideally take each fight as it comes, man. I love fighting, so it's just like whatever I get offered, I'm quick to jump on it. But in a perfect world, I'd love to have another MMA fight after this. Keep it going, especially that Miata rematch. I'll be hunting that, and I would love a Muay Thai fight. Haven't done that yet since the Rodtang fight, so I'd love to jump in the Muay Thai fight as well this year. So that ideally, at least 2 MMA fights and 1 Muay Thai, but we'll see how it goes. I just want to keep upskilling in MMA, and I would just love to have a few Muay Thai scraps as well.
All right, I got to ask you about this because I heard and I didn't believe it, but I got to ask: did you take up beekeeping?
Yeah, man. I've been doing it for a few years now, and I just sort of leveled up a little bit more lately because I got a good bee mentor. He was a boxer for the Australian team, and cool dude. And his business is like near my work, so I kind of got along with him. And then I added more hives, and I'm learning from going out with him to the bigger sort of hundreds of hives, and just learning a lot. And it's just fucking really interesting, hey, producing my own honey, and it's just something that you start off with that, but then you start learning about how the ecosystem works, the trees, and why this honey tastes good, and anyway, just a bit of a mind-blowing thing, and it keeps me sort of calm and away from the fight side of things. I can go out to my bees and just be really disconnect from everything, and yeah, just keeps me calm. Unless you get stung, that can be pretty painful.
I was gonna say, you got bees, dude. You better stay calm. You start tripping and they start stinging you, dog. All right.
Oh man. So my home hive, they know me because I'm there every day. But when I go out to the farm hives, my partner's parents have like a bit of a property, and I got some hives there, but they're feral, man. They will attack you from like meters away. So last time I seen them, I took their honey. So they're like, yeah, that's when I get stung. They get in your suit, no matter how protected you go there.
Nah, dude, I'll stick with watching videos on TikTok, dude. I'm good on all that. I'm good on all that, my friend. All right, I know you got a board here soon. This one just because I just off the top of my head, I remember watching one of your fights, and in the post fight, I want to say it was during COVID. You said you were trying to learn Thai. How far have you gotten in?
Yes.
You got it down a little bit, or are you still working?
A little bit, man, but open-ended loop. I've been saying it ever since last 20 years, you know, like when I really wanted to learn the language. And I got this app, and I try to keep myself accountable. So every morning first thing I wake up, just like challenge myself and try and spend 10 minutes on the app. But it's hard, man. It's very hard because the priority is training, and that takes a lot of my effort, skill, and energy. So to something I always just feel like when I can really concentrate on it, I just want to, just spend all my time on it. But yeah, man, it's a bit of I've been saying it for years, and I'm still kind of at the same level. So I really need to jump on that.
Gotcha. I'm on an app trying to learn Portuguese.
Also,
so, yeah.
Oh, nice. I also like after the Superlek knockout, man, I was like, you know, for my brain health, I'm like, I need to learn a new skill. Like, what can I do to help, you know, keep the brain health going? And Thai was, just getting that app. That's when the app started at the start of last year. So I'm still continuing it, but just not really getting the leaps and bounds. I hope so. But yeah, how's your Portuguese going?
Yeah, not well. So we'll connect. We'll connect. We'll connect in a few months again, okay, or less, and then we'll compare notes, see how far we got. All right.
Sounds good, man. Sounds good.
All right. Quick, any shout outs you want to throw out there for we let you go?
No, man. It was just nice to chat with you, and hope to do it again.
No, I appreciate you, man. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Danial Williams takes on Lito Adiwang in a banger of a fight this Friday at One Fight Night 19 on Amazon Prime. Do not miss this, Mr. Williams. Appreciate your time, sir. Best of luck and safe travels.
Thank you, Eddie. Legend, man. Nice chatting to you, and I'll speak to you later.
Appreciate you, man. Have a good one.